I think the last day or so it's just been some recovery, knowing that we'll have a short turnaround before the match tomorrow evening. But I think the players did a great job in taking care of their bodies after the match, and we're looking forward to the match on Monday evening.
Thank you, Okobi. Yeah, like my coach just said, we've had like a lot of time to get ready for the next one tomorrow because everyone have differences of how they recover. Everyone has recovered for the game for tomorrow, so we're good to go. Thank you. Questions? Yeah.
Thank you. Coach, my name is Jane Francis Waiza from Solid FM in Nigeria. And I guess Nigerians here are happy to still see you in the press conference. So my question is, having taken this job and what you have experienced so far, was it your expectation? Is it overwhelmed, so to say, to handle the Super Falcons of Nigeria? That's for you. And then for Ngozi, Okobi, you've come for a number of AFCON tournaments. You've watched others. I want to believe you've observed other teams also in Africa and what they do for their women football. So when the Super Falcons say going for 10, is it from a place of is our birthright, or you think we have really worked so hard to maintain the dominance we have in Africa? Thank you.
Well, I'll take the first question. When I took the job, on the one hand, it is as expected, especially in terms of the talent of the players, the quality of the players. I think anytime you take on a new job, whether it's taking over a football team or whether it's in business or in life, whatever the job is, to me, your job is to raise the standards and make it better. And there's certainly things that we feel like we could have done better, and I think there's some things that moving forward, preparing for the World Cup, the President and I will discuss and make sure we're always trying to raise the bar and making things better for our players. But I think overall, in terms of what I expected from the job and what I expected from the players, it's met those expectations, and it's been exciting because this is an amazing group of women that I'm getting the opportunity to work with, and to hear each of their stories individually about their trials and tribulations to continue their career as women footballer in Nigeria. It just amazes me how much they've accomplished and the resiliency that they have. So part of it, to answer, yes, it's as expected. The other part of it, I would say, no, we still have more to do.
Yeah, the question she asked about African football, I think, not think anyways, African football has gone beyond what we think, and having a veteran of this competition. Yeah, Nigeria have a lot of experienced players who are still playing, so I would say yes to that it's our veteran, but there is a but also, because African football has gone beyond what we expected. It's like everything in this tournament, they are so amazing. As a person, I said, this is more than what it was before, some years back. Our teams, there are no teams who would say it's a walkover team or a pushover team. Everyone, they are just high up there with their games.
Yes, I think you were raising your hands before. Okay, so go with Junior.
Dunia Siraj, media editor. A question for Coach. Coach, what is your opinion about the Moroccan national team?
Well, I said this from the very beginning. I saw them last September in person for the first time in Nigeria, and I was very, very impressed with the quality of the football that they were playing. And I've said it since I arrived here in Morocco for the very first press conference. I was asked which teams may be a surprise team, and to me, Morocco is that team. I think their football is outstanding, the way they're playing and they're developing the game. They've grown immensely over the last 2 or 3 years, and I think they're, one of the best teams in the tournament. Obviously, they're in the semifinal and are fully capable of beating anybody. So I'm very impressed with them. We have a lot of respect for their growth and where they are now and the way they're playing in this tournament. And we know we have a big challenge. It's not a game that we will be taking lightly. As Sonia just said, all the teams have gotten better, and we can't look at 3 or 4 years ago and say, well, we can easily win this match. That's not the way it is in this tournament this year. There's so many good teams participating. So a lot of respect for Morocco and what they're doing.
Yes, David.
My name is Asha Competition. My question goes to you. When you go into a semi-final like the one you're going into tomorrow against a home team, would you say that you live for moments like this as a player? And how important is it to have some Nigerian shakara, as they say, ahead of a game like that?
I'm not bothered about anything, playing against sports or whoever. It's football. We go into the field to enjoy football. That's all.
Yes. The lady. Let's double check, and the gentleman in the blue. You want to ask a question, right? I'm going to hand you the mic.
Good evening, Coach. My name is Kalista from WFM Abuja, and I have a question for you. Congratulations on the semi-finals with the World Cup tickets. Do you think that if, God forbid, we fail to qualify tomorrow and we're defeated by a Morocco team, do you think this tournament is a failure or is a pass mark because you qualified for the World Cup? Coach, do you think that if you fail to get the finals tomorrow, you consider this performance as a failure, or you give yourself a pass mark for qualifying for the World Cup?
No, I believe we had 2 objectives when we came, and one was to qualify, which I still say is the most important because it's the World Cup. But I feel like the objective now is to win the tournament, and we want to win the 10th tournament, for the tournament for the 10th time. So we haven't relaxed and we haven't changed our ambitions or our desire to succeed just because we've qualified already. I think you'll see a team that's hungry to go ahead and win the whole thing.
Yes. Gentleman in the blue.
It's not gentle.
My name is Toby Adekoju from Nigeria Football Plus. Coach, injury outbreak in your camp for some long time. She was unable to complete the game. I don't know, maybe it was tactical decision to take her off, or it was based on injury. But I want to know how your players are feeling. Again, in terms of, do you have injury problems, or you think all the entire players available right now are fit to play for tomorrow's game?
Okay. And you asked me about taking who off? I'm sorry. Ashley. Okay.
I said Ashley didn't complete 90 minutes
Yes.
last game. What's
Yes.
the problem with her?
Okay. I said this before with Ashley. We could have played her earlier in the earlier games. We rested her. We didn't want her to play a full 90 minutes in the last match, only because she has been coming off of a minor injury, and we didn't play the 2 games before, so I don't think it would have been in her best interest to try to get 90 minutes out of her. But she will play, and she's in a good place right now. For the game tomorrow night. And I think the overall health of the team, to answer your question, is fortunately we're healthy and everybody's available to go.